Hello again, welcome to another exciting episode of Troglodyte Gets the Mushrooms. In this episode we are going to make a mushroom farm for the magical blue mushrooms. I have already dug a hole for it. I'm going to place it underneath the hotel here. I'm thinking possibly the biome would extend upwards and then I could put the truffle inside the hotel. If for some reason it doesn't extend far enough, I could always put the truffle in an adjoining room right below. Either way, I think we'll be fine. In between episodes, I did a lot. I would have recorded it, but I forgot to hit the button. Such is life. But here's what I did. I went underground and I searched for shadow chests. I found 3. And inside was the Keen Flower. Shipton, nice to see you, buddy. The Forceful Flame Lash and the Ruthless Sun Fury. Flail, not a big fan. But these other 2 are pretty good. I've already put my water book aside. I should just... oh, whatever. I already put my water book aside, so I'm probably going to be switching to this. This does a lot more damage. It uses a lot more mana. The only downside, well, other than the mana usage, is the fact that it doesn't extend indefinitely into any direction like the water bolt does. Water book, water bolt, whatever. It has a finite range. It also is affected by gravity, but it is very powerful, and any enemies that are near me are going to be completely toast. Flame Lash, I've always been a fan. If you're in the automatic selector and you use it, it's just like the magic missile, does more damage. You let it go and it'll go in basically the last direction you pressed. However, if you're in manual, you can hold it for pretty much forever and then just find your enemy and smack them in the face. I use this a lot on the Queen Bee, at least early game. Since I've already upgraded a lot of my stuff, I might not need to use it as much, but it's still pretty darn cool. And then the Sun Fury... a flail. Nah. It does pretty good damage, it's just I'm not a huge fan, that's all. Okay, let me put that away. And then we got a whole collection here of flails that I'm not using. This I will keep. Keep that right here, actually. Where did I put it? There we go. This I made in between episodes. I was talking about making the blaster, Phoenix Blaster. It required Hellstone and a handgun. I thought I had a handgun, and I did have a handgun, so I made it. It is pretty darn cool. Shoots very fast. It'll be pretty good against the wall of flesh. Eventually, I'll want to get the mini shark, turn it into the mega shark, and that'll be my primary weapon, but for now, this will absolutely do. So that pretty much covers everything in between episodes. Like I said, this episode we are just going to make a mushroom farm. It's going to be a simple one, at least for now. I could always upgrade it a bit. I got 1 mushroom grass seed, so it's going to take a while for it to spread. That's okay. I got patience. We're going to want the mushrooms anyway for shroomites eventually, the shroomite bars. And possibly mushroom furniture and all the like. So it will be useful, even after we're not using it for potions anymore. What else? I don't think anything specifically. I said we just go and plant a mushroom. My bird farm here. Let's get that going. Okay. And go back over. I decided to put it here just because we already have a simple entrance to an underground cavern, and I don't know, it feels like mushrooms should be underground. First, I guess I'm going to line the floor with mud blocks. These blue mushrooms only grow on mud blocks. And I'm going to have to get rid of all these little grass bits just because they're annoying. Okay. You can hear the house doors above, So I'm guessing that the biome should reach up above. My only complaint is that I don't like the darkness the biome creates. It's annoying. But I'll get over it. Okay, these are going to have to come up. Let's see, how should I do this for now? Okay. So, I want to make it so that I can harvest just by swinging my sword, so it can't be any higher than the top of the sword. I'll probably just do it my body height. Because that'll ensure that I can reach, and it'll ensure that I don't have to jump around or anything like that. I should automatically collect them from above me when I'm swinging. Let's see, I should maybe leave this bottom part shroomless. Yeah, okay, that does. That'll do. And probably the 2 layers is more than enough for us. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you want from me? Let's see. How far do I want to go? Can't really see the mud blocks down there. I'm going to want some room above. Might get a couple of trees to spawn. Yeah, so let's just do it here. This is good. Ah, rain. Come on. Okay, to get the different levels affected. So I only got 1 seed. The thing I'm going to do is connect both layers with this one long piece of mud block. Plant the seed close to it, and then maybe it'll spread upwards and downwards. Guy can hope. Get rid of this grass, for the same reasons I stated above. And this is just to make it look smooth. Get some stone? I do! I think I'll do a 2-layer thick piece of stone just to note that we're entering something different. Oops. So I got dirt in my inventory. I must, because I just dug some dirt up. There it is. Tons of it. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm going to make this a little wider. Yeah, I'm going to make it a little wider. I ignored the traveling merchant. I'm sorry. There we go. I like being able to just drop in. Seeing if I can reach if I jump. I know I can reach, but I don't want to over jump every time, and it'd just be annoying trying to find this slot. There we go. Alright, I mean, that's not that in-depth, but I think that's it for now. Try to get the torches looking a little better, though. Just eyeballing it. I think this middle one might be off, but the rest look alright. How's that? Pretty good, pretty good. And I guess I'll just stick it in the middle. Or at least close to the middle. Yeah, this is going well. Okay. use automatic for trying to throw my hook, but then I need to place the torches, and I can't really place them that carefully with automatic. Hence my dilemma. Yeah, that one's obviously off, but I don't think I can fix it because they're all off a little bit. Get the torches off the grass. I don't think it'll grow. Torches right there. Just a couple right in the middle. I don't know if this needs dark to grow, but I don't imagine it would. Let's say that's not bad for a rush job. And like I said, this will take a while unless we can find some more seeds. We might take a trip down below if it seems to be taking forever. Like so far it hasn't spread one little bit. Oh shoot, I gotta get rid of that grass over there. Maybe we can also place the herb garden slash greenhouse slash whatever down here as well. Kind of keep it together. See, that's better. That one a little bit. No. If I can't reach it, it won't spread. This up here could spread though. Spread right before my eyes. This is the exciting stuff right here. This is why you subscribe to me. Do another small gap for the stone. Try to prevent the grass from spreading. It might need to be pretty thick. Try to make it look natural. How's that? Eh. Why isn't this one filling in? There we go. Maybe one here. Maybe one more here. No. No, I think that's fine. If it spreads from there, then we'll take care of it then. Ah, look at that! It's working! Of course, I need to put the little middle part back in. There we go. Good, good, good. Alright, we'll leave that alone for a bit, let that cook. We'll probably know if it's done when Truffle moves in, if he moves in. Get rid of my animals. I saw a couple videos where people made zoos. I mentioned that before. One episode or one video actually called it a zoo. I'm trying to remember the YouTuber's name. Well, they made a nice zoo and they labeled it as such, and it had different little mini biomes that were basically like 8x8 sections for where the animals are coming from. Like you have your penguin biome and you have your like insect biome. I thought it was all very cool, and I might try to do something similar. I think I got rid of all the animals. Put some stuff away. Oh, forgot to mention, it's not here. So I was getting fire blossoms, and I was actually able to get some fire blossom seeds. They'll only give you seeds if they're blooming, and they'll only bloom if they're in lava. I remember in the past always hearing they only bloom in lava, but I didn't put two and two together and realize that they had to be blooming, you know, to give you the seeds. So now we got some seeds. When we do the herb garden, which might even be next episode, will probably have one layer, it's lava. Clip saved. One layer that has lava, and the pots will be in the lava, and then hopefully that'll cause them to bloom. I don't know if they have to be submerged or not. We can probably test it out with a couple, see what happens. Actually, we could do that right now. We need lava anyway. Where did I put the buckets? Are they up here? I made a couple in between episodes. Okay, good. Take both of those. And I need to make a clay pot. Probably at the workbench here. No? Furnace. I always forget that. Oh. Okay, you do need 2 sets of furnace. Oh, no you don't. For some reason I thought mud was clay. Mud is not clay. Mud is mud. This is so cool. I have so many different weapons now that I can choose from, and they all do crazy damage. I can kind of play with it. I got tons of dirt when digging out that hole. I used up a little bit of my mud, not that much though. My clay is kind of low. If I make the herb garden next episode, I'm going to need most of what I got for clay anyway to make pots. So let's keep it on me. And I don't know why I didn't just use my... Oh my god. Oh. Got a little brain cramp there. I couldn't remember how to open a door. There we go, pots. Make as many as we can. 32. Alright, now I remember. So we need a little test area that I can fill with lava. How about right over here? Ooh, there's a little hole there. And I'm curious how I'm going to collect this without burning up and dying. Perhaps the lava charm. Perhaps I have to use a potion every time I go down here. Or perhaps I'll create an underground tunnel so that I can harvest from below. All those seem like fine options. Some pots. Try with a few. I don't want to use them up, all of them up. Okay. So I made it too deep, so that if one layer of lava isn't good enough, I can always add a second layer. And I forgot the seeds, didn't I? Oh, jeez. If you need to remember anything, don't ask me. I cannot help you. Alright, seeds, seeds, seeds. Hey, don't throw that away. I might get rid of those tire claws because they seem to be more annoying than helpful. Okay. There we go. Now we just need the lava. Where's the closest source? I have to go down my elevator. It's not that far. Well, it is pretty darn far, but... trying to get it so I can land right inside. Ugh. Let's see, where can I get to try to destroy the... Finally found something that'll actually fall faster than me. The cobwebs. Oh, but I messed up anyway. Is that enough? That's pretty good. Nope. That pool's just right. The one right below here. Have enough? Perfect. And zoom out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's basically just enough to cover half the pot. If this doesn't sprout it, I'll put a second bucket, and that'll be enough to cover the whole pot. And if that isn't enough, I'll put another bucket after that so that it can start covering the actual seedling here. And then we'll melt. Alright. Look at that. It's already producing mushrooms. Come on. Oh, I was hoping I get lucky and get a seed. Alright, I think that's the episode. Hope you had an okay time. I like these little buildy episodes. I find them enjoyable. I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.